The capital market anywhere in the world is a platform for wealth creation and also mobilizing economic development and growth. This informed the new strategy of the Capital Market Alliance of the Association of Issuing Houses in Nigeria, Association of Stockbroking Houses in Nigeria, and of course the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers, which engaged the Nigerian media to discuss strategies and plans to move the market forward that will overall impact the economy.
And we have, for a very long time, called some of these plans.
At this forum, the president of the Association of Stockbrokers Houses in Nigeria, Mr. Edwin Madubuike, said that this was a platform that will improve the areas of information that will empower investors and also reach out to the investors through the media to sensitize them on the strategies and plans of the capital market operators and players.
I just needed to lay a foundation that this arrangement is something that we think we are commencing today, and we think we're going to do on a continuous basis as a means of reaching out to investors both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria through the press. And the arrangement is the fact that we're going to have this situation at least once in every two months, so that we will use that opportunity to let the investing public know what our position as the stockbroking community is regarding everything that is happening, not just in the capital market, but in the economy in general. And so it is something I thought I should have said that, so that all of us will situate this occasion and know that it is not just going to be a one-off situation. It's something that we believe we're going to be doing on a continuing basis. And you also help us let your colleagues that are capital market reporters also know that this is what we intend to do.
For Mr. Victor Ogienwonyi, it is also an avenue to reach out to the Nigerian investment community, particularly addressing the key issues that affect the economy and also creating the key nexus between the market products and what is available that will also impact the economy in overall.
We can see the major role the capital market plays in the economy. Closer to home, we can see, for instance, that in the last few years, we've seen this transformative effect it's had on the banking industry. Raising over 700 billion, for instance, was done. I know many people were skeptical about the Nigerian stock market being able to do that, but he was able to do it. We have seen individual great enterprises being created. Dangote Group is a good example of transforming an institution. He employs millions of people now, thousands of people, and pays millions in taxes. These are the kinds of things that the capital market can do. However, we find that our capital market has been grossly underutilized in the role of funding, development, and driving economic growth.
The president of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers also asserted in this forum that this was where funds could be mobilized to tackle key issues like the infrastructure deficiency in the country and various other projects that public-private sector partnership could galvanize.
One of the major agenda we've set for ourselves, mobilizing savings, will be driven from 2 points. One, from the financial inclusion standpoint. We know there's a financial inclusion master plan that was put together by CBN and some institutions. We are going to drive a more wider implementation of that financial inclusion plan. We are also going to work with government to see how we can deepen savings mobilization.
He also stressed that the issues of financial inclusion and the capital market master plan will be articulated and implemented to fully transform capital market operations and overall the various sectors of the economy.
We are going to drive national savings on a very massive scale. And we are going to have to look at what role the private sector will play and what role the public sector will play. And over time, we are going to check progress. If we are 2% today, we'd like to know where we are by the end of 2015, where we are by the end of 2016, and where we are by the end of 2017.
Mr. Victor Ogienwonyi, chairman of the Association of Issuing Houses of Nigeria, speaks further on the Capital Market Alliance engagement with the press, as well as key issues in the economy and the market.
The alliance has come to realize that there is not enough visibility given to the issues that are present in the capital market. We have agreed that we will hold these quarterly briefings to let people know what are the issues and what our views are about them. I believe that the monetary policy rate at 13%, which is a rate that sets all other interest rates, is a bit high. Especially when you are talking about inflation at 8.5%, we are advocating that this be lowered to about 8.5%. And then more importantly, the what you call the standard deposit rate, that is the rate the central bank gives to banks when they leave money with them, is 10%. It's too high. That is a disincentive for lending money. If the bank can collect savings at an average of 3%, and then they get central bank to pay them, 10%, why should they lend money? They buy treasury bills at 12%. Why should they lend money? We need to remove these. We need to make sure that the standard deposit rate is brought to 3%, the same service rates as the individual who saves money in the bank. That will remove the incentive not to lend money. They would then be able to lend to the economy. And besides, when I first came into the banking industry in the 80s, lending rates were below 12% and banks were still profitable. So the issue is not how high interest rates are. It is how well to do it so that the economy benefits. The current rates are too high. They do not support, the structure does not support, lending does not support growth in the economy.
Mr. Akin Akeredolu, the Secretary of the Association of Stockbroking Houses, also speaks on various initiatives and plans of the Capital Market Alliance that helps on investor education and also the issues of its operations and how it's going to impact generally the Nigerian investment public.
The truth about it is that we're going to have we have short-term plans, the medium-term plans, and the long-term plans. For now, we're going to do a bi-monthly arrangement for this press engagement for the market. Gradually, maybe it will now be reviewed to quarterly arrangement because we're looking at the requirements that are needed now to kick off a lot of products that we want to introduce into the market that have been the operators. So there has to be a lot of engagement with the press for there to be education of the public on all those various instruments that are going to be coming up into the market. Also, we've been making sure that the issue of the collective investment schemes that's been spoken about earlier, that a lot of investors take advantage of that, because the collective investment scheme, what it does is that you're able to easily buy into expertise of people that are going to determine what type of investments, and then they'll be able to put proper risk management expertise into the acquisition for you. And as a retail investor, you'll be able to benefit more in that particular side. Also, there are a lot of stakeholders, like the president said earlier, that are doing a lot of different investor education. Securities and Exchange Commission is doing quite a bit of it too. The stock exchange is doing that. And like you heard earlier, the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers is trying to do a bit of it. And the CIS said, there's the diploma program that's going on too now. With that diploma program is actually supposed to create an enlightenment program from the university level, so that you'll be able to breed new investors that'll be future middle class investors. Those ones are there, and also the other programs that are being looked at are the programs that are structured by the Association for Stockbroking Houses to engage the press, whereby the press will be able to disseminate information on a regular basis, on need-to-know basis to the public.
We can see here that with a new restructuring and strategy from the Capital Market Alliance, Nigerian investors can be rest assured that the capital market, in partnership with the media, bringing to bear key issues that affect the market and economy, will boost confidence and create the enabler for tackling the challenges of the economy, particularly the issue of liquidity.